Hello and welcome. We've actually got some pretty incredible manipulation of the benchmark where we can get free cam working. This reveals a ton of new aspects to all the benchmark stuff that you would not see otherwise. New structures, weapons, NPCs, locations, so much is revealed just by having free cam available. In this video, we're just going to go through the first section. If you do get anything out of this, do let me know in the comments, like, subscribe, and then we'll continue on and do Harco Village or City, whatever it's called. But this is fascinating, and we find a few little sneaky things that they put in there that you don't see. Let's get into it. So here we are. We're going to start off with the very first benchmark, that is run. And here, I'm just going to give you a bit of a 360 so we can check out some of the terrain. But you do have to love these little bits of elements of the sand coming off the stone here. That looks incredible. Obviously, the more zoomed in, we can see the smudging, but it does look very cool from afar. So we'll just zoom out a bit more and skim across just so you can see what this rest of the terrain looks like. And again, I do apologize. The mouse setting is so sensitive, so sometimes it's going to go way too quick. But here it is. It's just a little bit of terrain, not too much in the foreground. And we zoom around and we'll get to the real goods as we go and check out this building here. So this looks like a player's home or something a player has built. Don't know what that flag is. Does anyone know what house that flag is? I'm not 100% sure. It does kind of resemble the Chome banner, but I think it's a little bit different, isn't it? Anyway, let me know what you think. But it's a pretty incredible little build. And we've got a few buildings that we haven't confirmed that we're going to have a look at. But let's get a little bit closer. So we'll just step over through till we get this door open. And we're going to stop it here. This is where things get pretty juicy. If we zoom into this vehicle here, we can see some kind of what looks like a rocket turret or some sort of weapon. Almost reminds me of Halo's rocket turret. I don't think we know the name of this vehicle just yet. I've got some people referring to it as the buggy, but it looks pretty damn freaking awesome. And it looks like there is some kind of building behind it. Unfortunately, we can't get any closer, but there is something sitting behind it. Other thing I wanted to check out are these buildings here because I don't believe we know what these are, but obviously some kind of windmill. We would assume that these are generating energy, being like a wind farm kind of thing. But I don't believe we've confirmed what they are exactly, but that's just a good guess. Oh, and look at this. We actually have something in the background running there. Let's zoom into this. I don't think we've seen this before. Look at that. What do you guys reckon that is? That could be, looks like some kind of grinder, refiner maybe. That's pretty unreal. I didn't notice that before. I've run through this a few times, so that's pretty interesting. Let me know what you guys think that is, as well as these buildings or anything that I might get wrong or that you know more. But you have to admit, it does look absolutely stunning, this game. At least I think it does. Now, if we zoom into these boxes, we know exactly what these are. These are storage containers. Forgive my camera work. This is very tricky. It's all opposite. It's all inverted. Looking around, we have the ornithopter, which we can zoom right in, get a good look at it. Got 4 wings. Can't really see what's on the side there, but we'll come back to it because we get more angles of it. Let's see if we can find anything else that's a little bit sneaky. We'll just go to the other side and see if there's another building. There's something there. What is that? If we zoom into there, it's just some kind of metal piping, but it's a very decorative base. I'm hoping we can decorate our bases to this kind of detail. This looks incredible if this is a player's home. And if we zoom in a little bit over here, I just want to see if there's anything on this balcony that sort of pops out. No. Oh, what is this right there? There's something right here. See if we can get a better shot of it. It's another structure. Fortunately, we can't zoom in any more than that. We'll see if we can get a bit closer. Very difficult to get any kind of idea what that is. We'll just check the vehicle bay again, see if we can get any closer. Oh, okay. So it looks like it's some kind of fabricator in the back there. We zoom in. Tell you what though, the vehicles look so freaking good. I love that they have recovery points on the vehicles. That's so good. Lots of light interfering with this shot though. Okay, I don't actually know what that is. Does kind of look similar to another building that we'll be checking out. Could just be the same building that's upstairs, but we'll come to that soon. So zooming in a ton. I don't know, it's too hard to make out. But how cool is this vehicle? I wish we got a nice clear shot of it. Zooming out, let's see what else we can gather. It's interesting how the player's character is rendering in. Oh, maybe because the focal looks very odd though. That's got to be the fake frame right there. Look at their hands and everything. If we have an excellent view of the ornithopter. We can zoom right in and check out its level of detail. Look at that. That looks incredible. Obviously, the frame gen is freaking annoying. But we can see this even cutting into the side there. But man, they look awesome in this. The level of detail is freaking wild. So here we step into the building and this is what we see. So we get to see this in so much more detail now. And the first thing that I want to check out is these weapons, because I have never seen weapons in much detail in this game yet. But here we can check this out. We can get so close. So we know some of the weapons. So for instance, this looks like the Mauler pistol, which you start which is a very early gun.
Now, our player is going to craft the first gun in the game, known as a Mauler pistol, which translates to, the basic kind of weapon in the game.
So this thing here in the middle, this is the cutter. We use this to mine resources. We know one of the early resource nodes are granite and copper ore, and we use these to scan the ore, and then we trace along the line that appears as the scan reveals its weak points. And then we just punch a laser through it and it shatters. And that's how we collect resources. This looks like an SMG kind of weapon. This big gun, look at this. What do you reckon this is? Looks pretty freaking cool. Looks like it has some kind of iron sight or red dot sight. Then we go down here, we can see a knife or a sword. Now this weapon right here in front, but I'm pretty sure we can confirm this weapon here. This looks like the Karpov 38 battle rifle. We know this is a super early weapon, but there's a good chance it might not be as well. It does look slightly different. It looks like a very similar battle rifle of some kind. If it is the Karpov, we know it fires a light dart. It's automatic. We know the damage per shot is 6, and we've basically got all the information. Clip size is 20. Won't worry about all the details, but gives us a good indication. This one, I have no idea. Look at this. This thing is huge. What kind of weapon is that? And this looks like a shotty with a scope. What? Okay, that's interesting. Let me know what you think these are, particularly this big one here. This thing is bloody huge. It almost looks like a weapon you set up or something, or perhaps it goes on a vehicle. Giant. Looking around the room, there's just little bits of details here. It looks like just some tools laying around. The view from inside is pretty interesting. From the windows, it is crazy seeing the sort of sand glare and everything. Certainly builds a lot of atmosphere within the game. What are these? So here we have some decorations. Now I'm wondering if we'll be able to set these up in our base as well. Like, is this everything here we can design and build ourselves to make a real livable home? But lots of little details all scattered around. Now we'll just see if we can go into here, if there's anything sneaky in here. Nothing really in there. Oh, here we got from the window. We might be able to see this other. No, okay. We can't see what that is. Behind shot of the ornithopter. Just zooming in so you can see it. Pretty glorious level of detail there. See how a guy hasn't loaded properly. He's currently in a star position. We'll go into the other room now. Now here we see a lot of different structures. Now I'll go through what I think they are. Don't know what these are, just look like details. Here we know this to be this structure here will turn blood into water. So the correct name is the blood purifier. Probably be using this building a lot. So we'll be collecting people's blood, bringing it back here and then converting it into water using this machine. I'm curious if anyone can identify, is this actual real text or anything? Is it just looks like just some weird symbols, but it could be actual law-friendly text. If anyone knows, let me know. As we go around, see how far we can get. This one is a particularly interesting structure because it's got these purple stuff flying around. And if we zoom in as much as we can, we'll try to get a bit closer. But here's a really good close-up of it. So let me know what you think this is. I'm not sure if it has something to do with energy or what is it, but a very interesting structure. As we go around, we can see lots of storage containers. And here we have a building. I don't think we know what this building is. I got no idea what this building is. If you do, let me know. I know we've seen it in footage before, but yeah, nothing's sort of come out about it. As we pan around, we definitely know what these awesome looking things are. So these are going to be our generators, which we have to feed them power cells or fuel cells. And these are going to generate and protect us from not only attacks, but sand, all environments. This is going to basically power our shield around our base. This keeps us nice and safe. So it looks pretty freaking cool too. Lots of cool little intricate detailing. We got a storage container next to it, tons of storage containers everywhere. So this is the fabricator, and this structure here, we know that we'll at least be constructing our sand bike from this. So we can even see what it's constructing through all the different particles. So that's a freaking really neat feature. Gotta love the particle effect. Now I've got a reshade on, so it might be a bit glary, but we turn it off. It's not too bad, but probably also got quite a bit of bloom intensity. Oh, there we go. If we get rid of the bloom, oof, look at that. We can see it clear as day. Pretty insane. So the bloom definitely has quite a big impact. I wonder if that was mucking around with this shot too much. Probably not. Doesn't look like it. But this is cool. So this is pretty much everything within this little building here. Now we'll just go to the window, see if we can catch anything extra. Can't go through the floors or anything like that with the camera mode, unfortunately. But this is pretty much something we should be able to build if it is a player's home. So pretty freaking detailed and unreal. Let's keep going. So the next scene, we go into the ornithopter. So here he goes over to where they convert the blood to water. We don't know what that structure is yet. Let me know in the comments if you do. This we know is the fabricator. That we know is the generator. That building, we have no idea what it is. At least I don't. Here we get the cool shot of going to the ornithopter. I wonder if we can check out that other building again behind us. But here we just get the ornithopter with its wings coming out. Let's just see how close we can. Oh, we can't even go. Oh, yep, there we go. Okay, here we go. We get a really close shot of this now. Woohoo. We'll just turn the bloom up, get more exposure. Here we go. So look at this. This is that building. So again, let me know what you think. It's got teeth. It looks like some kind of grinder, crusher. If we go with that theory, probably most likely to do with taking some of the ore that we collect and grinding it into something. If only we could go into the garage. That would be pretty unreal. Oh, here we get a good shot of this other building. So this is that other building that I'll have to check if we know any information about. So this is it right here. We finally got a shot of this building or structure. I don't know. This doesn't really give any indication of what it is or what it does. But something interesting to note, hopefully we'll get more information on these very soon or as time goes on. But here we can actually see into the ornithopter. Nice. So they've got quite a bit of detail even inside, which is nice to see. But we get a really good close-up. Frames are all like a bit blurry, but otherwise it looks pretty unreal. And that pretty much finishes up this first scene. The next one is going to be interesting because that's where we go into quite a populated area. So if you did get anything out of this, consider liking, subscribing. Let me know in the comments. If this video gets a few views, I'll do the next section. But cool to explore this stuff together. Please share your thoughts or what you know as we gather more and more intel.